Hello there. My name is Franklin Vius. I am a financial educator from IMG, and thank you so much, by the way, for visiting our website, and thank you for subscribing. And I hope you were able to download the ebook that I shared with you. The first, the young guide to understand and appreciate mutual funds. That's the easiest way to get into the stock market investing. And of course, more important than that, I hope you're able to download the bonus ebook. Yun po ang mas importante kaysa doon sa mutual fund. And you will learn later on bakit siya mas importante, and I will share with you why. And yes, the book is about, ito po pala siya. Yeah, this is the physical book po of what I shared with you. Kung hindi lang nag-pandemic sa ngayon, I would have shared this with you for free. Of course, if we're on a live session, yeah, I've already shared several copies of this book to a lot of people, no, dito sa area namin. But anyway, yung ebook is just as good as the physical ebook naman. So I hope you're able to download that, and of course, I hope you're able to read that book. It's really, although two chapters lang po yun, but I would tell you, I would guarantee that you will learn a lot of things from the two chapters that I've shared with you in the email. Okay, and yeah, I would also share with you later on kung paano mo makukuha yung whole copy of the book for free. Yung ebook lang naman. Ebook siya, yes, but the whole copy of it. Okay. Um, yung book na yun, The Secret to Saving and Building Your Future. This is a best-selling book of IMG. Thousands and thousands of copies na po yung uh, uh, na-sell ng book na to, ng copy na book na to. Why is this a very important book, and why is this one of my favorite books now? And in fact, sa ngayon ito yung top favorite book ko in terms of financial literacy. Kasi it's very easy to read, easy to digest. And yung pagkasulat niya is practicable. Ibig sabihin, madali siyang i-put into action right away if you're just serious in making sure you will have a better financial future, right? Um, I want to share with you yung sa introduction pa lang napakasiksik na, no? Napakasiksik. I want to share with you, hindi ko kasi ganyan ko lang, hindi masyadong klaro. So share ko yung screen sa ginawa kong slide. Ayan. So ito yung sa introduction page pa lang. At sabi, when it comes to securing and saving your future, many good people fail. Many smart people fail. Many young people fail. Even the old people fail. Maraming teachers, engineers, doctors fail. And a lot of these people retire without savings. That's a sad truth, no? Na sometimes we think that when a person becomes smart and intelligent, kasi they have acquired good knowledge or right knowledge in school, they have acquired a degree, education in school, we would think na they would have a better future, no? In terms of finances. But now that's not the case. That's no longer the case. In fact, I've seen a lot of people who have multiple degrees in school. They have finished several courses, and then they have good jobs, and even they have high income, high salary, great income. But then that is not a guarantee that you will succeed in life. Because what we have learned before, yun pa rin yung ginagamit sa'yo ng kadalasan mga tao. That when you have a job, that's it. And then we save a portion of the money in the bank. And that's the 1960 strategies. Okay, it works before. But hindi na siya nag-work ngayon. Why? Number one reason is because of inflation. Okay, so if that is your strategy until now, that is an old strategy, and that's no longer applicable in today's situation, in today's economy. Especially na yung bank interest sa bank is so much less than the interest the inflation. Usually inflation is 4 to 6% per year, right? But how much is the interest the bank if you put a savings account there? Most of the banks give less than 1%. So what's happening? Ibig sabihin, yung 1% mo na yan, by the way, is the tax pa yan. Minus tax pa yan, right? Meron kasi yung tax. Every time your money grows, meron yung tax. So what happens to your money inside the bank? So it's as if kinakain na siya, right? So Yeah, so hindi siya guarantee that when you're smart and intelligent and you have a degree, multiple degrees, you will become successful financially. And as we know, if you'd agree with me, marami dyan, no, na they are very successful in terms of their education, but when you talk about their finances, that's a very different story. Okay? So yung binigay ko pala na book, ito siya, 2 chapters lang siya. In chapter 1, it's about the basic concepts on handling or understanding the how you grow your money. Of course, para maintindihan mo kung paano mag-grow ng money, you have to understand first the basic concepts. Okay? Ito yung pinaka-importante na foundation para maintindihan natin kung how are we going to grow the money that we have. No, palaguin natin siya in a legal way, in a legit way, and in a good way, no, yung mabilis and sigurado. Okay? Sa chapter na to, you will learn the compounding interest na in-explain siya in a very simple way. Kasi before, I really get confused with that concept. But now with this book, I would say that I can explain it clearly. Okay? And also the X curve. If you're not familiar with X curve, yan, very important concept din yan that you have to understand. If you understand the concept of X curve, I would guarantee that you know and understand how to grow your finances. Okay, these are some of the critical topics na discussed sa chapter 1. Okay? And yung sa chapter 2 naman, choosing the right healthcare, ito yung item na a lot of people are still not familiar with. Okay? Okay, bakit ko nasabihin? Stop share ko muna to. Okay. Stop share ko muna yan. Okay. If you see here sa book mo, ito yung tinatawag natin na proper solid financial foundation. So, when you say foundation, para siyang sa bahay, no? Wow, foundation siya, paano siya kinonstruct? So, how do you construct a house, by the way? So, you don't start from the top, right? Kasi if you start from the top, what would happen? Yung bahay mo, yung foundation is weak, right? So, mahina siya. So, kung konting bagyo lang yan, matutumba yung bahay mo, right? So, what the constructors, the builders do is they start from the foundation. They start from ground to up. Okay? So dito din sa financial foundation natin, we start from down to up. We know that a lot of people don't do that. As I mentioned, yung healthcare needs ng family natin, yun ang kadalasan na we take for granted, Filipinos take for granted. Okay? And yung marami yung mga tao na they're excited to do investment kasi yun sa taas, right? So it's great. When you have a job and you have a lot of money, what most people do is they buy and accumulate investment portfolio, like they buy properties, ganyan, they buy a lot of stuff. And that's good. That's good. But what happens when, or what will happen kung may magkasakit sa pamilya and then lahat ng funds nyo is napunta sa investment? So, based on what I have observed, no? Based on what I have observed, what happens is they will sell the property. No? Binibenta nila yung property. Let's say nagkapera sila ng medyo malaki, bumili sila ng property, but then, unluckily, someone in the family gets sick. Okay, so ginawa nila, binenta yung property. And of course, pag, let's say, it's a property, condo, or real estate, or yung bahay na mahal, hindi yan basta-basta nabibenta right away. But if it's an emergency kasi may nagkasakit. What people usually do is they will just bargain their property. No? So instead of selling it at a higher price than yung pagbili nila, ibibenta nila at a lower price. Kailangan nila ng pera eh. So anong nangyayari? Lulugi investment nila. So anong nangyayari? Wala na silang investment, yung property nila, and then naubos pa siya for the healthcare of the member of the family na got sick. That is why we really believe the importance of having the healthcare first for yourself. Okay? Para just in case, knock on wood, we don't want this to happen, but we don't know about it. Kasi life is unpredictable sometimes. No? We want to be healthy, of course. No? We want to be healthy and we eat healthy foods and all the exercises. But may mga bagay-bagay na hindi natin kontrolado. That is why we need to start from ground to up. Healthcare first, and then protection, and then debt management. Okay, there are two types of debt, right? The good debt and bad debt, right? So maraming tao na they get into debt, nangungutang sila because they want to buy something. The sad part is that something ngayon hindi pa necessity. Ibig sabihin, gusto nila bumili ng bagong cellphone, wala silang cash, so they would go to the loan doon. Naglo-loan sila. Naglo-loan sila. Alam ko yan. I know a lot of close friends who are like that. Gusto nila ng bagong motor, wala silang cash, so pumunta sila sa lending institution, nag-loan sila, or sa SSS, or ano pa yan, klase ng loan institution na para makakuha sila ng pera. That's very sad. That's one indication na yung tao is they really lack financial education. Because what happens is, yung pera, yung loan kasi, yung utang kasi, it's something, it's money that you still don't have. Yung money mo in the future, tapos ginasta mo na siya today. No, iisipin mo wala kang pera, ginasta mo na yung pera na wala ka pa. So paano na lang? Paano na yung future mo? Ganun. At remember, yung mga interest rate, right? Interest rate ng utang is usually high. It's usually high. Especially pag nag-loan or loan ka sa mga lending institution, yan napakalaki. Ayan, so make sure that you are conscious kung saan kayo nangutang at para saan kayo utang. Like, if hindi naman siya necessity, huwag na lang muna. Okay? Just wait na lang muna na makaya sa bulsa nyo to acquire something. Alright? So, next ng debt management is emergency fund. So, ano ba yung emergency fund? Ito din yung isa sa mga items, mga bagay-bagay na medyo mahina yung mga taong kilala natin. No? Emergency fund is ito yung allocation that you have to have when there is emergency. Okay? Ito yung dapat na nagkuha mo or ginagamit mo, ginagastos mo kung may totoong emergency. So ano ba yung example na totoong emergency? Pag let's say may bagyo, right? Yan. Tapos walang trabaho or walang ka ng trabaho, or may relatives na hihingi sa pera, that's part of emergency. But a lot of people think na pag nasira yung cellphone, that's emergency. No, that's not emergency. That's not real emergency, but people categorize that as emergency. Okay? So you have to be conscious, you have to be aware na yung totoong emergency, meron talaga tayong allocation para dyan. So yung guide ng IMG for that is 3 to 6 months. Okay? 3 to 6 months. That's a guide, but if you can have more, the better. Right? Especially pag nawalan ka ng trabaho, so isipin natin na 6 months that would probably enough para makahanap ka ng replacement ng trabaho. Okay? So, dun, once you have established all these, dun ka na can confidently do investment. Yun. Hindi ibig sabihin na hindi ka mag-invest kung wala ka itong lahat. Pwede naman nasabayin lahat. But make sure that when you have investment, when you have emergency fund, dapat meron din itong healthcare and then protection. Ano ba yung protection? Yung life insurance. Especially if you're someone who has responsibilities, may anak ka, may pinapaaral ka, it's important that you have life insurance. Kasi what will happen to your family if wala ka? We don't know, right? Ayaw natin yung yan. But what if nangyayari? We will take care of your responsibilities. We will take care of it. Okay? So you will learn more about the book, the rest of the chapters of the book, if you join IMG. Okay? How to join IMG? I will invite you in a session later, or you can just contact me. You can PML, put below the contact details where you can contact me para po pag-usapan natin how to join IMG. So why should you join IMG? So I have been a member of IMG for quite some time now, but I've heard about IMG, medyo matagal na po, and then di ako nag-join agad. Kasi I thought I knew a lot about finances. Kasi before IMG, nag-stock market na kasi ako. So akala ko alam ko na ang maraming bagay-bagay there's finances, but then when I joined IMG, I realized that marami pa pala akong dapat i-learn. Marami pala akong dapat itutunan. Hindi pala ganun kalawak yung aking knowledge in terms of managing and growing my finances. So, Here are some of the benefits that it will just flash, no? Mabilis na lang na yung pag-flash sa mga benefits ng IMG. Why should you join IMG? Ayan, so ito yung unlimited training that you will learn, you will gain, you will have access to sa IMG. So if you, sa labas, if you're not an IMG member, you can attend to these trainings separately. And usually, meron yung 1 to 2 hours training, tapos in each training, magbabayad ka. Some trainings, probably 10,000. So I've attended before, medyo mahal siya. Although it's not paid by me, but it's paid by my former company. But there, mahal talaga yung each individual training. But dito sa IMG, as a member of IMG, you will have access to all these trainings. Unlimited po yan. And free na siya lahat. Right? Another benefit, ayan, libre na po yung financial checkup natin. If you're planning to have a financial career, if you want to become a financial planner, ayan, mahal po yan na certification. But as an IMG member, you can get big discount for that. And automatically, when you join IMG, meron ka ng free na insurance, personal accident insurance, ayan, 100,000. And ano pa ba? Yan, free vision care, free frames, free consultation, unlimited consultation sa Kaiser Medical Clinic. Yan. So, if you're someone who is conscious with your health, which you should, magkano bang consultation fee? 500 pesos, right? But if you want to have consultation regularly, unlimited consultation, libre na po yan as a member of IMG. Okay? And ano pa? Ito, you will have, as a new member of IMG, you will have an automatic mutual fund account po sa Ramper. So your Ramper is one of the best mutual fund managers in the country right now. Okay? So automatic yan na may libre ka na account for the mutual fund investment. So if you, ano pa? So right there, yan. You can also avail big discounts for your non-life insurance. Let's say gusto mo i-insure yung bahay mo, gusto mo i-insure yung sasakyan mo, you can also avail big discounts for that. And I can guarantee na malaki talaga yung big discount. Na-try ko na to recently, bago lang ako nag-renew ng car insurance, napakalaki talaga ng big discount na nabigay because I am a member of IMG. Ayan, ito na yung number 18. Free investment seminars and mutual funds at zero entry fee. Kasi if you invest in mutual fund, if you go to a financial institution and then open ka na account, after filling out all the requirements, magbabayad po kayo ng entry fee. But as a member of IMG, libre na po yan. Okay? So ito yung mga different mutual fund companies na may access na po kayo as a member of IMG. And you will also have an access to the online platform na MyTrade. Ito yung powered by Abacus. Ito yung Abacus po is one of the oldest trading platform in the Philippines. Okay? So ano pa ba? Yeah, if you're into real estate investment, pwede ka din maka-avail ng big discount when you're a member of IMG. Ano pa ba? Yes, if you want to buy a new car, you can also avail the big discounts sa IMG. And we also have here, you also have an opportunity to have a career in the financial industry. Right? And ano pa ba? Some rewards, you can travel the world for free. Yan. So we will discuss that later on. There. So yeah, when you join IMG, I'll just explain to you about this one. But right now, ito lang muna. So you will really have a potential to earn in IMG as well, not only on availing big discounts sa mga financial institutions, but this can also be a potential income generating career. I know about that because I am currently a full-time financial educator. I am stay-at-home dad. I take care of my family. I take care of my children, and I love it. And I also keep on learning. I join training every day kasi nga limited yung training natin sa IMG. Yan, so ano pa ba? Alright, ipapakita ko pala itong ano. Yan, again, so una-una, even if you're only interested in investments, I urge you to consider or to take a look at your debt situation, current situation, and ask yourself or your family member, or if you're married, if you have emergency fund, if enough na ba yan? And if you have life protection, if enough na ba yan? And if you want to know more about this, we can have another session, yung tinatawag natin na financial consultation or financial checkup. Yung financial checkup po, ito yung parang, if sa health natin, if you want to know how healthy we are, no? And we go to a doctor and then magpa-check up tayo. Sa financial checkup naman, gusto natin malaman kung how healthy yung bulsa natin. Yun. Mas maraming tao ngayon yung may masakit sa bulsa. Alright? So, during this session, marami naman kasi na hindi sila confident to share what they have, their monetary situation. But yung gagawin lang natin po is, i-guide lang po kayo during the session and then we will provide you with recommendations. Okay? So after this, thank you. By the way, thank you for staying up to this point. And this one, so sa page 7, I hope you're familiar with Bo Sanchez, brother Bo Sanchez of True Rich Club. Siya po yung one of the mentors of Bo Sanchez in terms of finances. Growing the finances is yung owner ng IMG, si IMG. Sabi niya, this book is dedicated to every person who wants to take charge of his or her future. So, I want to leave you with one question. Are you that kind of person? Do you want to take charge of your future? Do you want to be in control of your future? Okay? If that is so, see you in the financial consultation, financial check. See you in the next session. Okay?